We're going to sign.
57 the mic. I got
it.
Darnold on first down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
On the counter, here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
We got it. We got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. Here we go. 8-3.
53. Mike, 53.
And we got to sleep them.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Let's go. 15-1.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Lock 57. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike.
Go.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it's caught by Herndon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Darnold got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8 inches.
Time. 57 to Mike. I got one.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got Enunwa. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Jets nothing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Put that team on the punch. Check 50, check 50. Switch.
Hey, exit. 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the run, it's Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Go. 5.
57 to Mike.
52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Here's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Darnold completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Jets.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Tight dog. Lady.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
50 seconds. Hey, Steve 6.
To throw again on second down. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll run here with Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. He's got Green. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get...
And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking and stuff.
Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here goes Hunt. 6, wide, 36. Here we go, deep. It's just me.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Let's see what you got.
The 34-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Get that quarterback, D-Lo. Big rip.
Back to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 45.
Go. 30 base.
You remember me? You remember me?
Six.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 25.
SOS.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass the 20. He gets this one to Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Onunwa's got it, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch the screen.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breshad Perriman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Don't be scared of it.
Kill. Turn it up.
Now.
2nd and 6.
He's checking.
That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Foxtrot.
57. Mike, 57. I'm here all day. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. 4 down.
61. Matchbox lights.
Undercrunch.
They'll set up to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Marcel Darius.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Go, go. Ready, ready.
2nd and 10. This one hauled in by Sample. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw. And able to find Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Rock on set. 36 to Mike. Watch run. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
36 to Mike.
Darnold. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Point after now from Catanzaro. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about. If you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.